I guess he brought Bigelow out of here, so he thought he'd take measures into his own hands.
Bodies laid out all over the locker room area after those attacks right before the break, and then when we came back as well.
Someone we have not seen in years here on WCW television, but truly one of the most notorious, one of the most famous, and one of the most devastating tag team wrestlers ever in the history of professional wrestling. You're looking at Road Warrior Animal. And can you imagine who his partner is going to be?
Think of this dream team that's been assembled. Maybe it's a nightmare team for Kronik and the other people involved in World Championship Wrestling. When you take one individual from the Road Warriors, one from the Steiner brothers, certainly the two most dominant tag teams of the past 2 decades, put them together and you have Big Papa Pump and Road Warrior Animal.
Both men in the back pocket of Ric Flair, who, as we said so many times, cementing his power before the transition of the new owners is complete. I wonder what they would think about a CEO cheap-shotting, sucker-punching the commissioner like he did.
Do you think he's cementing his power, or maybe the new ownership might question that kind of conduct from the boss of an organization?
The bottom line is, right now, there's nobody around here to take action against Ric Flair. He's in charge. He is the man, but they are going to have to address many matters. What they're going to do, we don't know, and obviously, this... Here we go with our feature bounty. Before we get to the ring, a reminder this coming Friday, the 26th of January, tickets go on sale for the Monday Nitro Thunder event in Huntsville, Alabama, on Monday, the 19th of February, at Bob Ross Civic Center. You get your tickets on Friday, and they go on sale on Saturday, the 27th of January. Tickets go on sale for the Monday Nitro and Wednesday Thunder event coming your way Monday, February 26th in New Orleans. As you know, Lady Fun Arena gets the ticket in New Orleans this coming Saturday. And here comes Kronik.
And it was wild at the conclusion of Nitro last night on TNT. At the end of that matchup with Nash and Buff Bagwell, we saw these 4 individuals all square off as Kronik went toe-to-toe with Big Papa Pump Scott Steiner and Road Warrior Animal. And as a result of that melee, of that brawl last night on TNT, they have been back tonight in the main event here on the Superstation on Thunder.
Just about set to go. One more reminder for our fans in Baltimore. We'll see you on Monday with Nitro and Thunder. That's this coming Monday, January 29th, downtown at the legendary Baltimore Arena, one of the great homes of our great sport in the United States. We'll see you there. Expect a big crowd, and we expect a big-time matchup here. It's going to be Road Warrior Animal beginning. Animal we saw at Sin come in at the end. Sid Vicious down. Already the leg gets snapped when he had jumped off the turnbuckle. And that's another sore point. We are not taking anything away from a Scott Steiner. But Scott Steiner did not break the leg of Sid Vicious.
Yeah, to take credit for it now all of a sudden.
Kind of human being would do something.
Take credit
That's
for
who would
something
want to
like
take credit. But look at Road Warrior Animal. Look how great he looks. The power. One of the most power. Look at this. A stalemate.
No advantage for either man here. Now boots repeatedly the midsection. And Animal climax with a power slam. Wow! On Brian Clark. Again, we talk about the history of this tag team, representing 2 of the most dominant teams ever. And off the elbow, Animal gets 2. Brian Adams in for the save.
See how high up in the air he got that time, Mike, on that elbow drop?
Way up into the air did Road Warrior Animal. The sergeant at arms, the personal bodyguard for the boss, Ric Flair, and now back and competing in WCW off the shoulder move.
2! Road Warrior Animal, one of the men that redefined tag team wrestling. There's no question about that. Tag is made.
I think you can say the same for Scott Steiner as well. You put him together as a team, awfully impressive. And when you put him in against Kronik, I think the main difference here is that Kronik needs to prove their dominance over a period of time like Animal and Scott Steiner have. And Animal caught him with a boot and then leveled him. What impact on that lariat.
He put a guy like Adams down like he was a cruiserweight. That time he ran right over. What a monster that Road Warrior Animal is, a testament to his power. And now you are looking at one of the most dominating, one of the meanest you've ever seen. I want to say we have had guys wear the strap before who are just ornery. But this guy is as mean as they come. He enjoys hurting people. I mean, we saw how he and all his cronies were laughing
Whoa, wait a minute! Oh, full Nelson and the slam by Adams on Steiner. What a shocking move.
The world champion he put up in the air like, oh, down he goes.
Follows it up with the clothesline and takes him out to the floor.
Any man who would laugh at a broken leg by another man is not a nice man. And that is putting it mildly.
Laugh, he claims responsibility as we see Brian Clark come off the apron and connect, took both men down.
And now Brian Clark picks up where he left off, rolling the man in and back to Brian Adams. The world champion is right now reeling. Scott Steiner does not know what hit him. Oh.
Great teamwork, you have to give him credit.
I'm not kidding. And
double underhook.
Oh, look.
Oh, power bombed him.
He muscled, that was upper body strength to muscle. 1, 2. No, and a 2 count. The man up and over that time.
There's the intimidation factor again. Always an important part of any Scott Steiner match, right in the face of the referee.
Well, he's got 2 men in there. He's going against it, will not be intimidated. So who does he turn to? Of course, the referee. Steiner, thanks to help from Road Warrior Animal on the outside, is in command of this match. Still a cover 1. Can Kronik come back from this? There's still chance of Goldberg directed towards Scott Steiner. Ric Flair made sure Goldberg would not get a shot against Steiner's world title. And they're chanting the name of Goldberg. And I hope the new owners are listening. Into the rope. Oh! Foot to the face. Here's the cover. 1, 2, no!
How often have we seen Kronik almost as the underdogs in this match and on the receiving end of so much punishment from Scott Steiner and Road Warrior Animal?
Scott Steiner has lowered the boom. You're talking about experience. You're talking about power. You're talking about history in tag team wrestling. They just seem to fit. Steiner and Animal, of course, the team that has been on the forefront of WCW in the new millennium. Kronik on the other end, and now Adams needs to make a tag, and he is pushing his body, willing himself. Clark straining with a tag on the outside.
Never more important that they get the fresh man into the battle. Adams connects with the kick and now makes the hot tag to Brian Clark.
Quick kick to the face, got him the chance to make the tag, which he did in Brian Clark. Is in, runs over the world champion, goes after Animal, and Animal's down on the floor, but quickly back up.
Great explosive shoulder block by Clark into the ropes. Caught him with the big boot and takes down Animal with the clothesline.
He is taking on Animal and the world champion here. Pump handle! Pump handle on Steiner. He's going to try to, look at this!
That's the world's heavyweight champion, and he was able to escape.
Almost got him in the meltdown, but he did escape over the top. Wow, how did Steiner get out of that?
And how did he come back and answer with a T-bone suplex and then turn things over to Big Animal?
There's more to the world champion than offense, and now one of the trademarks of Road Warrior Animal just running right through your opponent as he sends Adams on the outside. Animal sending Clark. He is now divided here. Can he conquer? He's going to try the pump handle. He's going to try the meltdown on Animal, who is upwards of 350, maybe 60 pounds. Look at this! Look at
phenomenal
this!
Phenomenal! Unbelievable!
And it's only Steiner save that kept the match going on. Can you believe what we just saw?
Kronik has proved that they belong in this matchup. Double shoulder block!
Running over Scott Steiner. Steiner down, Steiner out! All the way to the floor. Out of the ring!
Double team now on Big Road Warrior Animal. Double shoulder block for him. Could it be the high times? Signaling to the crowd.
Can they get it? Can they beat this team? As great as they are, this will be a major upset.
Buff Bagwell.
No.
Totally buff Lex Luger out as well.
The troops are out and they stopped them short, but, and here comes the Cat. The Cat trying to help matters out. They're going to try to go back and do it again, Mike, but it stopped their momentum. Can they go one more time? Animal is in harm's way. Animal's in trouble.
He fought it off.
He muscled out of it.
Pair of elbows. Clark caught Adams, and he blocked the high times.
Where is Scott Steiner? Into a full Nelson. Look at this. The Cat being choked out here by Buff Bagwell. There's Steiner with that.
Meanwhile, in the ring, there's that high times on Animal. Cover. 2, 3. They did it! Kronik did it!